Hey guys, my name is Nyla Smith. I am the CEO and founder of the Hustle Hard campaign, and a part of my campaign is getting you guys as prepared for success as you can be. And so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a perfect, flawless interview. Interviews are scary. I know they're scary and they're very intimidating. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to command the interview, you will do excellent. So I'm going to show you guys a mock interview in which my lovely line sister Tiana will be interviewing me. I'll show you how I answered and I'll analyze why my answers were good. And then I'm going to show you guys how to be sexy in the business professional world. Because you don't have to go into the workplace and be delicious. You don't have to be like a grandma. There is an even place that we're going to find about how to be business casual sexy. And I cannot wait to show you guys the examples I have lined up for you. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so as promised, I'm going to show you guys my mock interview. But before I show you, I want to show you why my answers were popping. So first, when you're in an interview, it is so important that you command the interview. You are interviewing for their company, but at the end of the day, you are selling your brand. So when you come in and you're talking to them, do not grovel, do not seem like you're less than them. You always want to seem like an expert on whatever topic you're talking about. So it's important to do your research on the position before you get there. So that's something that's also really important, but not quite as important as making sure as when you interview, you showcase everything that you bring to the table. So you'll see when I'm talking about why I'm clever, I bring up that I can do these skills, I'm able to do this under time constraints, and I'm also able to work with other people. It's really important that you show that even though you can hold your part down, you're also able to work with other people. You're able to help other people, you're able to receive help. You want to help. Everybody needs to be able to help. That's a really important thing. So next, I talked about how you got to command the interview. You have to be able to be helping to other people. You have to be able to explain your skill set. And lastly, you need to be able to speak clearly. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people in an interview just come and they talk like this. And they say, yeah, I can do this job because I've worked at Kroger before. And you can't do that because you have to be a boss. When you come in, what I do is I pick a celebrity, or I used to pick my mom. I'm not cheesy, but I pick my mom because she's really good at seeming dominant and she's very, very good at being in command of a situation. So I take over as if I'm her, and when I come in, I speak with my chest, I stay upright, I sit at the edge of my seat, and I make sure that the whole time I'm speaking, that they see that I'm present. I'm present mentally, I'm obviously present physically, but that I'm thinking on my feet. So pick a celebrity or somebody that you admire and be them. And that'll really help you embody all the characteristics and tips that I've told you to do in your interview. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you my interview. And if you have any questions, please go down to my comment box and you can ask them and I'll answer them.
So Nyla, if you were to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
I would describe myself as clever. I am adept to using my environment and to using my tools to make my best work. At the end of the day, I enjoy using unique solutions for unique problems, but I still understand the fruitfulness of using my team and asking for help.
That's awesome. Have you ever had any failures? And if so, what were they?
I have had failures, and as hard as it is to admit it, I've received my worst failures in the classroom. To be so confident in my skills and show up and not answer questions correctly, or maybe not do well on an exam, was very crushing for me in the beginning. However, I used it as what makes me humble and what keeps me hungry, because in times when I want to slack off or fall slightly behind, I have a physical memory and feeling of that disappointment. So it's what keeps me motivated in the end. So I really can't, even though I was pretty upset to not do well the times that I didn't do well. But in looking back on them, they are what made me so much better than the times that I did do good.
That's awesome. So this might be an awkward question, but how would you react if you were transformed into a fish?
A fish. Well, first I take a deep breath because LOL, I'm a fish. And I take a second to sit there and analyze my environment. Are there any immediate threats? Are there any obvious predators? If not, I'd make a mental plan of how to survive, because I imagine I've got to make it at least 48 hours. So I would be looking for nutrients. I'd be looking for food, and thinking of all that I know about a fish. Being safe and having a stomach full of food is not much more. It's most of what they want to do in life. So I think actually, now that you asked me, I'd be a pretty successful fish. When going on an interview or when being in the workplace, it is very, very easy to be too sexy. It's easy to look too old. It's easy to look really dreary. You've got to find the balance in it. Not every company demands a suit and tie or a button-up outfit. Sometimes you can come in relaxed with a form-fitting skirt that still covers everything, a nice watch, and I always love my jewelry, and you fit the criteria for sexy business casual.
Hey everybody. This is Nyla's personal stylist here, tuning into you to how to dress for an interview. All right, hit the beat. Get it. All right. I got my blazer on, my navy blue slacks. I got my diamond flats, and my hair is relaxed. Just simple as that. This is how you dress for an interview. For an interview.
I'm so proud of my bosses out there. Thank you guys for coming into this video, and I hope that as you see the video, you lessen your anxiety about the interview process. By seeing that you guys need to be more confident in your skill set, being prepared, and then by following all the steps I've given you guys, you're gonna get to the shmoney in no time. Again, thank you for tuning in. Go to my website, hustlehardcamp.com, follow my mixtape. I'm kidding, but go to my website and see more tips about how to be the best student, how to be the best candidate in the professional world. And we're gonna get to this shmoney in no time. I'm so serious, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week.